What is up, bros? Me, Josh. In today's video, we're going to hit a couple topics. A lot of the news that just hit World of Warships over the upcoming 7.8 patch, and also a update. Hope you guys are getting done with your Sharks or Eagles for the Sharks vs. Eagles competition. I'll put a link down below if you're currently going through that and having some trouble and not quite knowing what's going on. I did a quick little overview. You can check that out and hopefully get as much for your time going into that as possible. But some of the main things we want to talk about today is the new public test stuff that they just announced in the 7.8 bulletin, and some real problems I kind of have with this. I guess that's kind of the easiest way of saying it. And that is we'll start with the first news, is public 7.8, the public test round. You can do that. You go on there, you basically get to see the patch before it goes live, and you can get some rewards for doing that. It's always kind of fun. If you've never gone on there, you go and check out some builds. They give you a bunch of stuff, and you can go on there, and it gives you a bunch of stuff that you can go and kind of test out, a bunch of balloons, a bunch of credits, all the kind of things. You can go in there and download the game and then go try out the public test server if you want to do that. So the main thing about this, though, is it's going to be hitting the World of Warships anniversary, which is always cool. They bring back the St. Petersburg port, and there's always things to go on, potentially a new campaign. Dasha's coming to the game, so there's a lot of cool things coming with that. But one thing that just hit is ranked battles. You can go on there and actually check out ranked battles, and this is one of the things that is kind of bugging me, and is what they're kind of talking about for what's going on, and it is the exact same thing as last season. So that is two, and one thing we're going to look at too briefly is important because of the update. It's still untested information. This is all could still change. It's the test server. Things change all the time before they go live, and I really hope they do, especially when we're talking about ranked battles. Right now, it is set, or I guess it's being tested as the same as last season. So that was going up to rank 10. It was tier 8, and then from rank 10 all the way to rank 1, it was tier 10s, and then from that you go into tier 5 for the League of Sea Wolves and blah blah blah. It's really hard to get those games. Not many games really happen because it's not really worth your time. But the main thing that's really bugging me is it's going to be hopefully, they're saying it's going to be tier 10. This is, in my opinion, the worst tier they could have done again because of the absolute burnout there is in tier 10 play for the quote-unquote competitive realm or competitive modes. And again, that is going to be what I would consider ranked and what I would consider clan battles as competitive. The reason is it has been the same damn tier for now. It'll be 4 seasons if they go along with tier 10 being in this. Now, this is not finalized, but if they're testing this, and that could just be something they want to test just going on being tier 10. But as soon as I saw this, I figured I want to make a video and talk about the reason why this is such a bad idea, and I want to kind of get your guys' feedback on the upcoming rank season and what you guys think it should be. Because as last season, we saw some new stuff. We saw rank 10 being irrevocable. That was the first time we saw that in a long time. And then the first season being tier 8 and then tier 10. So downsides about tier 10 being ranked is a lot of people don't have tier 10, so that's always a downside. People would get to rank 10 and then not be able to play anymore. And since rank 10 was irrevocable, they couldn't go back down and just play. Lose on, if they lose, they go down and play. That's no big deal, right? But people just don't have tier 10s. 2, we've gone through 2 clan battle seasons, and if it goes live, this will be our second rank battle season back to back to back to back. That is 2/3 of a year of the same maps, now of course the maps have changed a little bit over time, but the same maps, the same ships, the same metas, the same slow play in these competitive modes. 2/3 of a year of the same thing, and with having little to no downtime of just going. I think one of the biggest gaps we've had in between a ranked and clan battle season is this last one, which it was about 2 weeks or so. We've had as little as 4 days before, from going from a clan battle session. I think it was clan to ranked. That was the last time. Which to me is just absolutely nuts. In the past, I was a guy that was like, man, wargaming should always have something going, always having something going on, which is basically what they're doing. In reality, it sounds good to always have something going on, but my God, when you're grinding and playing ranked and grinding out ranked battles and grinding out clan battles and trying to get your people there and trying to squeeze in as many games as possible, it is very exhausting, as well as just it being the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And yeah, I played in the first season of Clan Battles, I played the Hindenburg. In Ranked, I played the Hindenburg. In the second Clan Battle season, I played the Hindenburg. Well, I guess, and then if this ranked season goes live. So to me, I guess the second and third, I'm talking about Clan Battles, not the first and second. So yeah, that's a little bit on me for playing the same ship. But I did play some other stuff. I played some destroyers, I played some battleships, and the same thing is it's still the same. It's still the same maps, it's still the same everything, and it just gets so boring. Now, even this clan battle season, you can just see a massive burnout. Even in the comments below, if you go to the main website, which I'll put links down below to both of these if you guys want to check them out. This is in the in-game, so you can check that out there too. If you just go and click on, there's the new news stuff. So if you go click on your name in the top left corner and click on news, you'll have all these things you can check out. So it is kind of nice, this new stuff. But to me, I really, really hope they don't do tier 10 again. It would just be so brutal. Of course I'd do it, but it would just be so brutal. And then going into potentially another clan battle season after that of course, probably tier 10s. So I'm hoping that they do 6s. I think tier 6 was an overall pretty fun tier. I think 8 is by far the best, but tier 7, of course, you get the win fast. I think the Haida would probably cause a little bit of an uproar, a little bit because of how stealthy it is, and even maybe the boys in the Nueve with some newer ships. I think 8 overall is the best. I think it's the most balanced competitive tier. And I find it to be a lot of fun. I think it gets a bit of a bad rep because of how strong the Low Yang is. I feel like tier 7 has a Belfast problem. I feel like tier 8 has a little bit of a Low Yang problem. I feel like tier 6 is just fun. I feel like it's a very, very fun tier. Yes, I know there's HE spamming Fusos and battleships, but still, I think overall it's pretty fun. It's pretty balanced. There's a good mix of every kind of ship. So I hope it goes to that. I honestly just hope it's anything different than tier 10. Honestly, I feel like tier 10 is going to be a terrible tier for them to do that, and I really hope they get against that. All right, enough of that. But in this test, you can check out some French cruisers as well, and the French cruisers change with the reload buff, so that'll be kind of cool. The reload booster, so you can go in and check both of those out, and what else am I? Oh, some interface changes, so that'll be kind of nice, as well as the UI scaling will be in there as well. So the patch is kind of interesting. One thing too is, as you know, 7.8 is when the Shark versus Eagle ends, and so we did kind of did some quick math on how much longer we still have. So there are 18 days left. I made this video on August 2nd, so 18 days left in the season. That'll put us to August 20th. God, I hope Wargaming doesn't overlap ranked and clan battle season. I don't think they will. There'll probably be a few days of downtime, give it a week. So we're looking at end of April, latest early September before this hits. That's actually a good thing though, because once this hits, and this is purely a guess, I'm just assuming that they won't have ranked battles and clan battles hit at the same time, because it would just basically kill one or the other, basically kill clan battles. So assuming it's going to end after this, which is actually a good thing though, because we're getting about that first week done in the Sharks versus Eagles. So that'll give us about 25 days, guessing that, at least 20. Let's just say at least 20. That'll give us a lot of time to finish up and potentially max out the loyalty for the Sharks versus Eagles. So when you click on this, it'll probably give you enough time to get the max loyalty on one team, which takes 15 days of straight play, to then switch teams and get 15 straight days. So that's actually a good sign of when this will potentially hit, Sharks versus Eagles. So you might have the chance to actually max out both of these and get all the tokens. So again, I'll put a link down below for my video over the Sharks versus Eagles. But I really kind of wanted to get your guys' feedback. This one actually kind of bugged me when I saw this, and I'm like, please don't let this be a thing of another tier 10 season. I just think the burnout's too great. I feel like playing the same ships over and over and over and over and over is so boring. The metas are boring. I'm starting to hate these maps. Tier 10 has very fun ships, but I think everything else that gets around Tier 10 is extremely boring. I would love to get a fun ranked season. Yes, fun and ranked probably doesn't work too much with a lot of people, but something that's not the same, right? That was the best part. That was kind of the cooler part of ranked. Is every season was kind of different. It was tier 8 for a lot, but you would bounce between 6 and bounce between 8 and bounce between a 5 and 6 season, or all 7 or something like that. There was always something different to play and, you know, get a different flavor. But God, if they just keep everything tier 10, I think it's going to end up killing the modes, because even though there's the steel there, it's just going to get so so repetitive. It's going to be brutal. But let me know in the comments below if you guys think tier 10 is a good idea. Let me know in the comments below too what you guys would love. What tier would you love? In before a bunch of like LOL tier 2s. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think would be the fun tier you guys want for next ranked season. Or does this just not affect you at all? Do you not playing ranked season, so it doesn't really matter? But anyways, guys, want to make this video a 7.8 update, so kind of giving us a nice timeline for when the Sharks versus Eagle thing will end, as well as just giving my thoughts and my worries for this repetitive tier for these quote-unquote competitive modes. But anyways, guys, this is a quick little video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. That's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.